I'm not going to write it all out. I'm just going to read it, and then we'll go from there. It says, a movie rental company offers 2 subscription plans. You can pay $36 a month. Okay. And rent as many movies as you desire, or you can pay $15 a month and pay $1.50 per movie. How many movies must you rent in the rent a month for the first plan to cost less than the second plan? Well, let's let n equal the number of movies. Okay. So the first plan let's think of an expression. And let me reread the question. You'll see why in a second. We're basically comparing them. But it says, how many movies must you rent in a month for the first plan? Well, let me write down the second plan. So the first plan, $36. Second plan, mathematically, it's $15 plus $1.5 times the number of movies, right?
Yep.
All right, so now when I read it, it will become a little clearer. It says, how many movies must you rent in a month for the first plan to cost less than the second plan? So what they're really asking us is this question. When is the first plan going to cost less than the second? So how do we determine the cost of the first plan? It's already there. It's just 36, right? $36. Well, we don't need the equal sign. We just need less than. Okay? Well, I'm glad that you were doing work, but for some reason, all 4 of these
I don't know
people,
why they thought it was
they were
me.
just staring at you.
Me?
All right.
Talk about me.
So now this.
Why do you have that's no funny.
So we just plug in the second expression, and then we're going to have to solve the inequality. So our goal here, what's our goal? And use Mr. Adams' terminology.
To find what n has to be for.
We want to get n on one side and all the other stuff on the other. So I'm going to minus 15 from both sides. These cancel. That leaves me with 121, right? Divide both sides by 1.5. This cancels. And yeah, I think you're right. 14. Now, what are we saying there? But if Mr. Adams wrote it on the board kind of backwards on purpose. Yes.
Well, you'd have to rent. More than 14.
Okay. Yeah. So what I'm really saying is 14 is less than n. Another way that you could think of that. See how this is pointing towards the 14?
Yeah.
I could say n is greater than 14. Which way is my inequality symbol pointing?
To the end.
Towards the 14. Which way is it pointing here? 14. So 14 is less than n is the same as saying n is greater
Good job.
than
Get one down.
14. So you'd have to rent at least, well actually, you have to rent 15 movies. Right? 14 wouldn't cut it. If you rented 14 movies, they would equal. I don't have an equal symbol in my inequality symbol. So I have to rent at least 14. Well, you can't rent 14 and a half movies. It's a discrete value. You can only rent 15 or 16. It has to be a countable number, right? Does that make sense to you guys? Yep. All right, let's do problem number 4. You could shush them. It's going to be on the recording. I'll just take that snippet out and send it home. Or we could pay attention. Go ahead and go to